Hello and welcome. This is Tatata Lazaria. In today's unique session, it's going to be based on something that I just discovered. So let's see if this story will come to play. So again, it's related to this. So I'm going to turn on Spirit Talker and see if the spirit, if any of those want to come through and talk. All right. It is on. So again, it's called the Baldock Grave. Probably butchered that, but yeah. Hi. I'm not sure if the spirit gravitated me to that specific thought and idea to do a quick session on them, but here I am. Sometimes that's where I feel like you guys were giving me a sign to do something like this.
Share my message.
It's kind of what I'm trying to do. So again, I don't know if you literally sent it to me to see this little quick snippet of your story, because apparently there has been some recent discoveries.
Clarity.
Clarity, exactly. About those that were with you. Again, this one with those. So apparently they have basically clarified that those three are tied to her based on DNA. Finally, right? Just took them forever to get the DNA results, but yes. Message again.
Message.
That's what exactly. I'm trying to share your message, and you may have sent me a message to do this session. So again, it seems like old grave was discovered by some archaeological area. Some archaeologists were digging and found again what they believe to be a WOMAN and 3 FET. Can I spell fetus again? USES.
Ugly.
I'm guessing you're referring to the fact that the vision of what I saw was not pretty. Basically, your remains and the other little ones. So again, I don't know if you physically saw it when I was looking up this, and you're like, ew. But they did do a what do they call it? A composite of what the person would look like, the older one. So I don't know if you meant that was ugly. Like, that doesn't look like me. That wasn't me. I know they tried. I know they're trying with the AI and trying to make it look like this is what I used to look like, but that's not what I look like. Ew, ugly. Yeah. So basically, this is what they think that the woman may look like.
My blood.
What exactly? What? Wait, what? So you're definitely clarifying that the three little ones are indeed your connection. your blood. Again, DNA was just proven. So I'm going to link the article that I have up here that says the
come and go.
Exactly. Spirits do come and go. So again, this article I'll link in the description. Okay? As well as maybe the other thing that I just happened to do a quick watch. A video that's related to it as well. Because I think that's the video you were basically sending me a sign to do. Yep. The EMF meter went strong. You did that on purpose. You did this to get my attention. And I was just doing a session on the area of England. So again, you're like, well, you're already on the England side. Let's just have you do this one too. Cool.
The noise was him.
Oh, I didn't hear a noise. There was a noise. I must have missed it. I'm so sorry. And yes, it appears that there might be an MAN that was near the WAMAN. But they don't have the unfortunate DNA on that one to know if it was the FATHER of those three little ones. But they have an idea that it might be because how close it was. Aw.
Am I really dead?
To the person that's saying this, yes, you are. Especially if you're the WAMAN. You passed away very, very long ago. Hi. Around AD 70. She's over here using the REM pod. Hi. Again, this is a face recognition based on your BONE structure and putting it together of what you could have looked like back in those days, because photographs were not a thing. Exactly.
Found.
Exactly. Yes, BONES were found. The three little ones. Swear, like they literally gravitated me to this story. I just happened to stumble upon it on a what do you call it? A recommendation on YouTube. One of the videos. I'm like, Even though I didn't even watch the whole freaking thing, I just was like, nope, I don't even have to watch it. I just know that she or they were trying to get my attention. Yep. It worked. Yes, it worked.
Yes, I'm here.
See, I told you. See, she's here. I'm assuming this is the one. Hi. Maybe that's, again, if you think about it, some of my sessions are literally like given to me by spirit saying, hey, how do we get Detective Lazari's attention? And then they'll find a way, and then poof, here we are. And this could be like the most quickest, simplest, unfortunately very sad session, but with great responses and evidence of her coming through. And like I said, there's 3 that were also found beside, or like basically with her in that GRAVE. Thus, I have 3 clear cat balls. If you want to light them up to let me know you're around, or if any of those 3 little ones want to let me know they're around, they can do so by tapping, shaking, or picking up those balls. Or whacking them, throwing them. I don't know what little ones want to do with them. So I will again include this article as well as the video I just literally stumbled upon, which was given to me by them as a little sign.
Renewal.
Does that mean there's a possibility that your little ones were reincarnated? Were able to have a second chance at life? So even though they didn't make it to full term, their spirits, souls were able to come back and try again. Eventually, obviously by now, like 70 AD, I'm pretty sure they have passed away. So that's the only thing I can think of when you said renewal. Unfortunately, my hands are very sweaty, so I don't know if I can really touch my device and scroll without wiping. But yes, again, I figure you might need some light to gain energy, but it is getting very toasty. I was trying to have just 2 light sources on, but again, it was going bonkers in the scene, focusing in and out, and I was like, ugh, I gotta turn it on. Anyways, so here we are again. Even if we don't get too far with this session, I think just in general, I'm sharing her story, and it appears that she is a WAMAN, if you can say that word, that'd be great, who, or something like that, who again was discovered and found, who's from the 70 AD time period, and there was 3 little ones.
Many happy memories.
That's good to hear. I'm assuming regarding your life, you were 40. I don't know how old the little ones were, but hopefully you had good memories with them before they passed away with you. They could have been very, 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 very young, like, I guess, STILLBORNS, because it's plural. And it did seem like, so basically 70 AD, they didn't have the stuff we have currently with good medical facilities, great doctors on hand. She had to do this on her own. So
Radiance.
And I think that, you know, with this situation, it could have been unfortunate where she passed away during CHILDBIRTH. I'm spelling it out in case it comes through the Spirit Talker or something like that. If that's correct to the woman that is here, I'm saying the word now because it's been 13 minutes. Can you let me know if that's what happened? The 4 of you passed away about the same time because of what happened while you were trying to, again, give BIRTH. And since it's the fact that there's 3 of them, it was probably very difficult. That's triplets, by the way. It's a little hard, especially if there was complications. Without the right things to, you know, safely remove them from the womb, then, yeah. So again, it's been very quiet on the REM pod. No capital activity yet. But if you want to let me know, I don't know your name because they didn't give me a name and they don't have a name. I don't know what you want to be called. Let me know what you want me to call. This is during the ROMAN time period. Again, 70 AD. Let me know. Oh, well, it always says that.
This land is cursed.
Again, not sure if Native Americans. I think this is just in general starting life during that period, 70 AD. Maybe it felt it was cursed because of all the things they had to go through. And many people probably died because they didn't have the stuff they needed to survive. So again, this is just something I discovered literally probably 5 minutes or less before I started this session. I felt like this was a sign from her. She's like, hey, and what do you know? It said, share my message, clarity, message, and maybe referring to that photo being that, then my blood, again, there are 3 of them are her blood because a DNA test had resulted in. And then we got come and go, and then blah, 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 and found, and yeah. And I said, yes, I'm here when I was talking about her. So awesome. So even if it's like a very quick, under 25 minutes, I think this is pretty good evidence that was her trying to get my attention. It worked. Even though I'm like doing this when I'm hot, of course.
Malicious.
Well, what happened to her? Maybe she felt like that's a malicious act of the fact that she just wanted to have a family. And she, I don't know, yes, family. She just wanted to have a family, and it was cursed to her. The REM pod, if you didn't hear it, it did go click. Family. As soon as I mentioned family, she just wanted to have a family. Yep, I knew it, family. So again, she is with her family up in heaven, I'm pretty sure. Is that, yeah, I'm pretty sure. So despite her troubles of trying to let them be fully, I guess, come out of the womb and live in the world with the complications, she just probably passed away during it. And so did the 3 little ones. And then I don't know who buried her in the 3, but yeah. So it could have been the
Come and go.
Come and go again. See, look, it says come and go. I get it. Nope, I get it. They're coming and going, coming and going. So her spirit or their spirits are coming and going. That's why it was quiet. Get it? Okay. It's like they're listening for the most key components of her story. Got it. Exactly. I don't know if you have any living relatives from 70 AD, and we're currently in 2026. Yeah. Way long ago. Your body was buried. And then just recently had been discovered, and then just recently has been DNA connected. So that way they know that those 3 little ones are indeed connected to you. So I think she was trying to have a family and wishing for her happy family, but complications occurred and she passed away with them. And again, I don't know if the male figure that is tied to this was the one that buried them and eventually passed away. Either due to couldn't take it, the fact that he just lost 4 of the people that he cherished and loved, and eventually decided to pass away and be buried next to her. Or, passed away and his bones rotted near it. I don't know. We don't know how close they were with other people, like how many people were with them. We don't know all that stuff because, again, 70 AD is a long time ago. Court. Well,
Court.
Did you live in a court, like a courtyard? Did you have a beautiful courtyard? In the, I'm going to say it, the Roman Empire area? Was there a courtyard that you enjoyed hanging out with? Yeah? So maybe that's where you discovered and fell in love with the male figure that's tied to this story. So again, you were radiant, and the suns, or basically the sun caught your beauty. He fell in love with you, and didn't take long, probably. And before you know it, you were pregnant. And you had 3 little ones in you. We don't know how far along in the term before they unfortunately had to be pushed out, I guess, or something horrible happened and you passed away while either giving or because of them. And then it's probably, again, from what they're telling me in the very quick view of it, of the movie, of the video that I saw, it seems like this was a struggle for her. to, again, to give birth. I'm just going to go ahead and say it. Ooh, it is just so toasty. Do you mind if I take a sip of water? Can you give me a REM pod to say, nope, don't mind? And yeah, my father did just walk in. So it's going to get a little noisy down below. Escape?
Escape.
Is that referring to coming out of the womb, in a sense? Is that what you meant when you put escape? The 3 little ones were trying to come out of your body, aka through the womb, or from the womb out to, stuff I can't say. But again, complications. And we don't know the gender of the 3 little ones, I don't think. We just know that 2 out of the 3 for sure were definitely tied to her. But the odds of the 3rd one being also tied to her is pretty high. So they just are going to go with all 3 of them were her triplets, her babies. So yeah, like I said, I'm going to go ahead and do that thing where I'm going to link this article as well as the video on top of my session. So I don't know if I want her to keep staying here when she should be enjoying her time with her little ones. I will say a prayer for you if that's okay. I'm pretty sure they were maybe somebody who worshipped God back then and knows what a prayer is. So again, I can say a prayer for you as well as your 3 little ones and maybe the male figure if he's there. Would you like that? REM pod again, if possible? So when I end the session,
Bed.
You were giving birth in bed? Are you letting me know that you had to, you were trying to give birth and you were in bed at the time? Which could have happened. Or were you in bed and then, I don't know. No, I think you were buried. But yes, I do have my bed right next to me, if you can see that. So I don't know if she's trying to tell me the story of her giving birth while she was in bed or on a bed. Because they didn't have probably doctors or people to help right away. They had to do it on their own. She tried, she gave her best, but again, with the 3 of them, it was difficult. Some complications. Somebody probably was breached or tangled with a cord. Again, there could have been multiple unfortunate situations where the babies couldn't make it, as well as her. Blood loss, the stress, the trauma. Oh, they did say she was malnutritioned. She was having what appeared with their structure of her, I'll say it, bones. It appears that she didn't have a lot.
Thumb.
Interesting. Did you fall? Is that what you had? Did you unfortunately fall and had to make an emergency push of the 3? Did you fall? You thumped? That's all I can think of when you put thump. Otherwise, when my dad came in, he made the door thump kind of thing. But that's all I can think of is thump, fall. And maybe that's why the babies didn't make it. But she had to get rid of them in a sense. But again, complications, and she passed away too. We don't know the whole story. I'm just going with the flow with what was said. But it could be just random. Or she was trying to let me know that she made a thump sound and I did not hear her. I'm so sorry if you did. So again, it's going to be a short session because of how hot it is in this room. Skeleton, exactly!
Skeletons.
Skeletons. Okay, with my sweaty palms. Hold on. I have to grab my towel if I can grab it. Oof, that was hard to grab. Oh, yeah. Okay, sorry. I'm holding a device that's making your palms sweat. Yeah. So again, oh, I can't. I don't know how. It'll be very quick, but it's in the article, okay? Okay, that's as long as I'm going to give you guys a vision of that. It is in there, the skeletons of her remains. And the 3 little ones.
I'm by your side.
Oh, by the bed. Or is it referring to her little ones? That she's by her 3 little ones? Or the 3 little ones are letting us know that they're by her? And they are. The 3 of them were by her side. There's no photo of it, but they were. Again, if I can find the other article, otherwise the video that I just quickly did a glance at included I'm assuming the location of the babies. So again, I'm going to have to end it soon, but here to the little babies, if you're here, and none of them never want to work. Okay, I got that one to work. If you want, that's me. Why do they never work? If you get angry like me and you just want them to light up, just move them around and then eventually they light. So again, the little ones, if you want to play with these before I end my session and we can see you playing with them, you can. They light up very pretty, or maybe the mother wants to help them. You can lift them up and then say, here, bippity bap it, children. Again, I have a prayer that I can say after this ends. And I don't know, what would you like to be called? Is there a name you want me to call you? You tell me a name. What should I call you? The story of this woman, and her name is... What is the name you want to be called? I don't know if you had an actual name that you remember. Oh, excellent.
Excellent.
You would love that idea? To have a name? So I'll wait. If there's a female name that pops up, I'm assuming that's one you want to go with. So again, what does she look like? Back in those days, I don't know what names that could have been. I know, I'm just saying a bunch of names in my head to see if it actually comes through in the Spirit Talker, and I'll be like, whoa, can you believe that? That's what I thought about. I'm thinking of one, and I'll give you a hint. Because it's a common name, maybe. So where the fan is, that's the hint. Something like that. So if you would like to be called something, I can call you that. And be like, this is the story of blah, blah, blah. I don't know if they named her in their story as just a random name like they wanted to go with. Oh, it says right there. So it's the woman's family lived in the Roman town of Baldock, where she had been born. We don't know what it is. We don't know what it was called, just as we don't know the name of the woman. But they must have been farmers from nearby villages. You want to be called that?
Ivy.
Okay. Her name's Ivy. Actually, she does look like Ivy with her reddish, orangish hair. Yeah, Ivy. Well, hello, Ivy. It's nice to meet you. So I think we just got a name. Again, I was thinking of Rose. That's why I showed her the rose. Although, wait a minute. I do have kind of like Ivy. I do have... Is that what inspired you with my paintings in the corner? You're like, ooh, I like those. What are those? And then someone's like, that looks like Ivy. So your name is Ivy. Okay, I like that. I love the name Ivy. Everyone, meet Ivy. The woman who had 3 little ones that sadly passed away and were buried together. And the discovery was finally recently connected with DNA. Cool. So it says the townspeople were comfortably off and had a good standard of living. That's good. Okay. And it says right there, though not all the cemeteries were in use at the same time, but some graves contained people's skeletons, while others held the ashes. Okay. Oh, happy?
Serendipity.
She's happy that she likes the name and I like the name. Woohoo! Ivy. Ivy. That's a nice name. I don't know. Are your children with you? I assume they are. There's 3 of them from what I'm gathering. If they are with you. Oh?
They killed him.
Is that referring to your husband was Cade? Well, it sounds like maybe your husband was Cade. We don't know that. So, I don't know. That could just be random, but Interesting. Well. So again, I think she got my attention. It worked. Thank you again for getting my attention, Ivy. Appreciate it. Even if it's a very quick session of me sharing your story and including articles and a video of you. The video of her is a lot better than mine, of course, but again, they didn't try to speak to her, aka her spirit, and I'm trying to. And I may have actually spoken to her. I don't know. It's up to you guys to think that, but I think I am. They take other forms. Okay.
They take other forms.
Meaning spirits, because yeah, they're like energy. They can do anything they want to be. Orbs, light, shadows. They can even be skinwalkers, apparently. Sorry, I'm just wiping my sweaty palms as I'm trying to end this very awesome session, but unfortunately, again, I'm getting overwhelmed by the heat. I'm pretty sure she knows how that feels, because they probably didn't have a lot of ways to keep cool. So again, yeah, she kind of looks like somebody I know. I don't know why. What do you guys think? Think it looks like an Ivy? Aww!
I'm very happy.
For me to have this session on you, the topic being you and your babies. You're welcome. She's probably like, dude, Detective Lazari literally had less than, 2 minutes of a scene of my story, and she just said, bing, that's the one. And here she was, within 5 minutes after getting a glimpse of my story, and here she is, trying to share my story.
Bones.
Bones! See? What? I even spelled it out for the most part. I kept saying B-O-N-E-S. See? Exactly. Your story caught my attention. It was a video of your skeleton, your remains, your bones, of you and the 3 little ones, aka the fetuses, that were buried together, discovered together, from archaeologists that happened to be digging in that area where you lived or were buried. And the DNA test results were recent. And you're all connected because you were the MOMMY of those 3. I mean, it could be like all 3 girls, all 3 boys. 2 girls, 1 boy. 2 boys, 1 girl. Could be many types of genders. We don't know the genders of the little ones. From what I'm reading, I don't think it was said. Let me see. Let me make sure. Sorry. Skeleton, bone, boppany, rapper. So it says this. This made those of us working on the site that day to think that both she and her baby, at the time they only found 1, eventually they found 2 more, have passed away during childbirth. What happened to a lot of women before the modern medicine was available, like I was mentioning before. Sacred. Okay.
Sacred.
So you had a sacred burial? That's why you were buried together? All 4 of you? A sacred burial? That's a possibility. See, then in cleaning between the hips, they discovered more bones of the second baby that were found. Sorry. It was stuck inside the mother's birth canal the wrong way around. I knew it. So breached. The second baby was breached. Oh no. I had a gut feeling that was the case. Meaning the feet were coming out, not the head. And that's not easy to push out.
Did you hear us?
Sadly, no. I know that you're probably upset that I didn't hear you, huh? But I'm telling your story. You got my attention when I happened to scroll through the suggestions and the recommendations on my YouTube channel, and that video caught my attention. And this article I'm reading about your story.
You're being followed.
I know. That's probably why you were able to get my attention. Okay, so again, being followed. They're reading with me. Duh. Hold on. 1 second. It was stuck inside the wrong way around. This is known as the breech birth. Again, right here, breech birth. It was obviously the reason she had passed away. At this point, we began to think she was the mother of the twins. But wait, it was only when the archaeologists did the grave cleaning, and on her left hip, they found another one, the 3rd one, still inside her. So no one would have known that she was expecting triplets. Wow. So again, a mother in the 70 AD time period, trying to have and give birth to 3 little ones. Unfortunately, because the second one was breached, that second one didn't make it, and the one that was supposed to come out after the second one couldn't come out. Therefore, they both died. And then the mother, of course, bled out. So sad. This is a very sad story, by the way. Even though the spirit of the woman is
Harold.
Could that be the male? aka the dad? Is Harold the dad? The father of these babies? I don't know. Kind of random name. Otherwise, we have a Harold that just popped in. If it's Harold is the name you want to be known as the father, can you do the REM pod? It's been very quiet. Or the cat ball? I don't know. Well, there you go. So again, I did tell your story of how they found you and the 3 little ones, and how they, just based on the discovery of the skeleton and the bones, and how they were found, gave us a story of what happened, just by, again, a good guess. And I was already on to that story, thought, okay, just
Josh.
maybe Josh is the name. Sorry. There's a bunch of names that are coming through that are male, so I don't know. Obviously, in order to make the babies, she had to have fallen in love and did something to the male figure in order to make a baby, or babies. So is Josh the father? It's kind of like the, well, they wouldn't have any clue what this is about, but like a show called Murray, or is it Maury? And they're like, you are the father. Keys.
Keys.
Keys. I have no clue what they mean by keys. Anyways, yeah, I don't know. So Josh could be a name of the father, or Harold. We don't know. Or are these the kids? Are these the kids' names that you would like me to name the kids? 2 boys so far? Wait, if we have a third name, and it's a girl or boy. Oh.
Shooting.
I don't know. I mean, it did say they K'd him, so it could be somebody, but they didn't have guns back then, so yeah. No clue what they mean by shooting, so I'm going to skip that. We may have lost them, the spirits of these 4, because I think they definitely got their story out, especially after Bones and Sacred. So the last word or phrase, and then I have to get going, and I will say a prayer for those 4, and possibly 5 if it includes the male figure. So I don't know if Josh or Harold is tied to this story at all. But thank you for at least popping in and saying hi. So again, last word, last phrase. I gotta get going. It's extremely hot, but it's been a wow, shocking response type session with you, Ivy, and your 3 little ones. Again, I don't know if you're trying to make me name your little ones, Josh and Harold, but yeah. Oh, okay.
Need time.
Well, unfortunately, I'm going to just let you go and say the prayer. And then you can go ahead and be with your 3 little ones and enjoy that time. You can always come popping in. And guess what? If you want to let me know you're here, just say Ivy, okay? So if you just want to let me know you're popping in and you want to say thank you for telling my story and try not to forget me, just say Ivy. And I'm like, oh, hey, it's Ivy and possibly her 3 little ones. All right? So again, I'll let you go. I'm going to say the prayer. And yeah, like I said, link those things that I mentioned. I'll link in the description of my video. All right, seriously, last phrase word. I got to get going. I'm wondering if it'll be like, thank you. Again, no capital activity, but that's okay. I think that with the REM pod and the way she's focusing on trying to tell her story with the spirit talker and validate things, just proves to me that, again, they choose what they want to use. But yeah, I mean, this is just one woman. Imagine how many out there, unfortunately, had the same situation. Even if it was just twins, or, all it takes is... Oh.
Where are you from?
Good. I mean, yeah, I know. They're like, wait a minute, we're from a very far away land here, and you're from, I don't know if you know this, but it's called the United States of America, in a state called California. Again, you're from England area, I believe. So, hello. Yeah, you're super far away, but it seems like you were able to get my attention. So again, it said twice, come and go. They don't need to be tied to just that country that they lived and passed away in. They can go wherever they want. And I feel like they wanted me to have the chance to share their story. And I don't know if, what do you call it? If people know that, their relatives that have passed away in a country that's not here, that they can just know that they're being visited by those people. So I have some Norwegians that never made it to this area, but I'm sure they can visit me. Anyways, like I said, I'm going to get going. It's hot. If you were to see how temperature-wise in the room is with the 3 light sources on, you'd probably be like, how can you handle that? I don't know. Anyways, I already did a session on heat stroke. I don't want to cause myself to have a heat stroke with this heat. I want to say thank you to Ivy and her 3 little ones for coming and getting my attention on her story. I shared it. And yes, Yeah.
We're lost here.
I could explain why some of them. Oh, wait, what? Hi? I heard the REM pod. Right after it said we're lost here. Oh, shoot. Did I summoned you here? Do you need help to get back? I'll summon my spirit guides if that's needed. I don't know if it's the 4 of them or if it's Harold or Josh. They're probably like, we popped in. We didn't know. What the heck? Again, what are the odds of it saying, we're lost here, and then the REM pod went and clicked? Like someone's trying to get my attention, like, hey, yo. Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, like I said, I'll probably have to let the spirit talker run a little bit, see see what happens to be said after this ends. Because again, if they inform me that I need to summon anyone, aka spirit guides, to help them find a way, I will. And a prayer, of course. All right, this is your detective, Lazaria, signing out. Peace, love, and eternity. Bye.